I moved to Chicago about a year and a half, 2 years out of college. And I had been introduced to INTRSCT through some mutual friends, that I knew I'd been called to urban ministry. I knew that I had a heart for it. I knew that that was something that God had for me, and I wanted to pursue it here with INTRSCT. And it was really the only open door at the time, and I felt like God was just saying, go through this door. When I first started with INTRSCT, I was working a corporate job in the suburbs. So I actually quit my job on waitress for 9 months so that I could volunteer with INTRSCT and hopefully become an urban dweller. So I started going to faith events, I started going to 1010s, I started hanging around the girls, doing one-on-ones, kind of mentoring them, getting to know them, hearing their stories for the first time, and that was the biggest draw for me, is I wanted to hear where they had come from and why they were here and how I could become part of their life. I believe so much that urban youth have the ability to change the city and to make a difference here and to know Jesus Christ in a really intimate way. And I experienced him in the suburbs, I experienced him in my youth group growing up, and I thought that, it didn't seem fair that there was so little of that going on here. There are a lot of young women here in the city that do not have a voice of hope or inspiration or future in their lives, and I know that on my own I can't fully be that to them, but I knew that through INTRSCT there would be an open door. Through music, I got to teach vocal lessons, through working on art projects with them, through doing service projects with them, just an open door to slowly speak into their lives and get to know them on a level that was personal and that spoke hope to their lives. I think there are so many teens in this city that don't feel like they have a sense of direction, that don't feel like they can go to college, that don't feel like they can ever develop a skill like anything in sports or arts or anything along those lines, and are just waiting for someone to come to them and say, I see something in you, I believe that God has a plan for you, and that will actually step up to the plate and present that to them. And for me, that is the most important aspect that I'm engaged in here in INTRSCT. My biggest hope for INTRSCT is that we change the lives and the hearts of students so that when they walk away and walk outside of our doors, when we no longer can affect their life because they've become adults and they have to make their own decisions, that somewhere in their heart they're going back to one conversation that they had, where an encounter with God that they had, where they can say, He has shaped me through this. He has shown me the way that I can live life to the fullest, and I can make this solid decision to follow Christ and choose Christ in this moment without having an INTRSCT staff member saying, you can do it, you can do it. Where we are making young adults that can make their own decisions, that are choosing to follow Christ. And that's my biggest hope for INTRSCT. I just feel like God is saying, in the small and in the gentle ways, you can change their lives. And I think that's what's so unique about INTRSCT, is just the patience that comes with that and the one day at a time that comes with that, believing that there can be a change.
And INTRSCT simply means, if you look at the definition, it means to cut into. That's what it's about. INTRSCT is about bringing people and opportunity together so that they cut into each other, and ultimately that the faith of Jesus Christ cuts into people's lives.